The CREWCast.
Are we going?
Episode 9.
Yeah, we're going.
And if you're watching on YouTube, oh, do we look prettier? We have brand new microphones, so hopefully we're sounding beautifully smooth.
Yeah, hopefully we sound as sexy as these mics look. Because
Ladies,
they are very nice.
go sit on a big bass speaker, and I'll just hum.
Rumble.
Yeah, so we have invested. We talked about it last week, and we've invested in ourselves. We have these new Rode pod mics, and it's all hooked up with a mixer underneath the desk. So now, no more gremlins. We were straight in, weren't we?
Yeah. There was a bit of setting up, like figuring out what sounded better, but
By
like...
figuring out, we mean twist all the knobbly things all the way one way, see what it does, twist them all the way other way.
Yeah, and just...
Pretty much what
say
I'm...
penis,
Yeah,
twist a knob,
Twist
say
a knob.
penis again, twist a knob, and then which penis sounded the best.
pretty much the same way we have sex.
Yeah,
Twist it, peanut!
that's exactly what we do, right?
Please tell me somebody did the super nut thing from last week.
Are we we've given people not a very long time to do that.
Yes, okay, keep it up. Remember, last week we requested you to super nut.
Before lockdown ends in the UK.
Yes, if you don't know what that is, go listen to the last episode and catch up. Yeah, but we're back. I am sporting a, I don't know if you call it samurai bouffant. Samurai bouffant. I'm going for
Yeah, it's like the Ronin cut, isn't it?
the Ronin cut.
Yeah.
I can now officially man full bunny at the back.
Yeah.
Which I know angers some people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait until I get back to. By the time I get back to the gym, it'll be definitely like all bunnable.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go in with the pinkest of bobbly bubbles.
Yeah.
Walk in because my gym's man gym.
Yeah.
Like I walk in and there's people that look like could eat me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna love this bubble.
A pink, like, well, you know, them ones that like almost fluffy.
Yeah, I've got the velvet.
Yeah.
I've got it. I actually bought some leather ones, but they're just too chunky.
Kinky.
Like, you need like full on samurai hair for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've gone back. But so we're back. We're at episode 9.
I know.
Super.
I cannot believe
Genuinely
we
look
made
forward to these every week now. Myself, I actually do.
Me
It's
too.
really good.
It's always good.
It's really, and I'm glad lots of good feedback. Thank you very much. And we have questions, which I've just realised I've not looked at before we started.
That's all right.
So we're going to chat for a little bit before we look at those, because when I do look at them, I'm just going to disconnect the camera, and then Gremlins will take over.
Yeah, that's fine. Should we talk about the rum that we got?
Oh yeah, so we've been whiskeying it. If you don't listen to the podcast, obviously the first episode, listening in, joining in. We drink stuff on here, and by stuff, whiskey and rum.
Yeah. Yes.
We're going with skull glasses today because we are back on the rum. Because we went on a bit of we don't even know why.
No, it's just how it happened. Like, I think we started off with a couple of rums in a row, then we went to whiskies, and then we just stayed with the whiskies for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why that was. I think we got suggested some cool ones, and we did it like the Buffalo Trace with the cowboy whiskey and stuff.
Yeah, this was around the Red Dead era when you were playing Red Dead. You were wearing cowboy stuff.
I actually put a post on
It was a
Instagram
very
the other
whiskey
day
feel.
wearing a cowboy hat, and somebody commented going, "Somebody been playing Red Dead." I was like, "Somebody may have."
Yeah.
I haven't turned that on for over. I found out why. Also, I was feeling because we had the bit of the low week, didn't we? Then we all came back up, and now we're all feeling a bit pantsy again because the weather went a bit crap. I feel really good today. Sunshine was out. I got to sit outside and have a coffee. Oh my god,
It was amazing.
oh, I forgot how beautiful that was. I was in shorts and a t-shirt.
I put the AC on in my car for the first time this year.
I thought that was a bit premature.
It was
But
because
how
I went on quite a long drive and the car had been sat in the sun already, so it was like it was cold outside, but the car had really like warmed up just from the sunlight. So yeah,
Spring is coming.
Yeah, so I put the AC on. It was a big moment for me.
Lovely, because I 3 days ago I had the heat seaters on.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I can't
Did you just say heat seaters?
Seat heaters, the heat seaters, seaters. Yeah, I did say that.
You jumbling your words today.
I did. What did I say before? Oh, I said when we do our mic tests, we say horrendous stuff.
Yeah, you meant to say.
I meant to say
a big bag of giant dicks.
Yeah, I was saying because we said something. I said something. I said that'll anger all the Karens in the world.
Yeah,
and I went, but they can eat big giant dicks bag.
Yeah,
or something.
Big bag dicks giant.
Big bag, and I was just like. Well, you can't technically get it done for that because it doesn't make sense, but Karens, rearrange it and you know what I mean.
Yeah. So if there's any jumbled words...
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
We've had a coffee. Just ignore them. Yeah, just ignore them. That's fine.
What would you say before? What were we on? Tangented on Karens and bags of dicks.
I don't know. I said about...
We're on bags of dicks, not even 10 minutes in.
We were talking about the...
Less than 5 minutes in, we're on bags of dicks.
We were talking about the rums, weren't we? And how we'd gone from Red Dead... Went very whiskey-esque.
Oh yeah, no,
for a while.
yeah. So I figured out why the other week I was because I felt a bit like low energy and gloomy again. Late nights was my problem.
Yes,
stupid. I got myself into bed the last couple of nights earlier, up a bit earlier, feeling better, lovely jubbly. Figured it out though why the subliminal slotherness was coming in. Because I binge watched Shameless. Yeah,
because I feel bad now because I told you about
you
like,
did. I
starting to watch
fully
Shameless.
blame you.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even worth it for the last 3 series. It's just crap.
When I saw part of that episode, whatever you were on, series like 7 or something.
Yeah.
So when I was young, when that first came out, I think I only watched up to maybe season 4 or 5.
Yeah, I didn't get past like 3 or 4.
All
originally.
the fucking characters are gone. You've got like Frank, who's still in there by the end.
You just got the people who are still in who can't get an acting job anywhere else.
Yeah,
and
all the kids were gone. Literally, like all of them were gone.
yeah, no, there's not none left.
And like
They even substitute in kids that aren't even part of the family. They're just like randomers that come in and just live with them for no reason. And the thing that happens every season as well, which ticked me off, they would just you start a new season, and obviously when you binge watch Netflix, you don't realize it started a new season. It's just the next episode.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, all the character relationships had just changed. Like they all suddenly didn't like each other for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but because I had it on as background, I wasn't really paying deep attention to it. It was just on.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. Stupidest thing, right? Stop watching TV while you're trying to do work.
oh yeah, you can't do that.
It's dumb. The best thing I've done is invest in another speaker. I've got the Sonos One speakers, so I now have 3 running through downstairs, and I just put music on now, and I am so much more productive.
Yeah.
Don't turn the TV on. I came down the other day, and I didn't even turn the TV on until 9 o'clock at night when I watched a movie.
Yeah, I can't
much
even have music on. I literally need silence.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I work in the gym, when we're open, and we've got music outside, a lot of the time I'll put my noise cancelling headphones on, but just have silence.
See, I just thought you were watching porn.
Well, I am watching porn as well, but I in between that, I'll have a break and try and do some work. But yeah, just put noise cancelling headphones on because I get so easily
really
distracted. Any noise will like distract me. I'm that bad for it. So
We've worked out that we both are on the ADD spectrum, haven't we?
yeah, somewhere.
I actually worked this out well over a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I think we actually did some tests. It did show I had symptoms of this. But everyone thinks ADD is ADHD, where you're like an hyperactive naughty kid.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's this thing.
things.
Yeah, you struggle to remove focus from one point or to get on focus to a point. And I have it bad where I have it's called hyperfocus. And that means that when I get on to doing something, I have no concept of time.
Yeah.
So my time management skills are 0. So so I also am quite socially unaware. So I'll seem rude and offhand.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not. If you can come in and talk to me, I won't even remember the conversation. It's
that does happen.
And it's weird for me because like people come in and hand me something. I'll be like, "What's that?" And they're like, "You said you wanted it."
Yeah.
Like, when? I just came in and asked you, "Did you want like something?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, no."
Autopilot brain.
Yeah, but also what that does mean is because if I'm ever pulled out of that focus of what I'm doing and then pulled onto something else, to get back onto what I was doing is terrible. So I end up doing hundreds of little things and never completing one.
Yeah.
So I've found now the TV was a real problem with that because it would pull my focus constantly. Even if I had it on quiet or just not really paying attention, it would still give me those moments where my focus was going to break. That's something to break too.
Yes.
Whereas music, it doesn't do that.
No, not quite as much. I like sometimes I can listen to some. I have like a really chill playlist, which is a lot of like classical, like Ludovico Einaudi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll just have that on really quiet.
Lyricless.
Yeah, something that's not going to distract me too much. But even that will distract me more than just silence.
Have you tried listening to a DMT playlist or a meditation playlist?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I think like I probably could, and that'd be all right.
Because the reason I say the DMT ones is because they use like binaural tones and stuff in there and wavelengths that stimulate the mind.
Yeah.
So you can actually have it on. You don't realize it's on. I did the other day. There's a playlist on Spotify. You just type in DMT. It's like the main one that comes up. It's 21 hours long.
Jesus.
So you never, you can listen to it like for 4 days and not hear the same song.
Yeah.
You know, it's sick. But I also, there's another one I picked up. She's called, I'll find out what it's called and I'll mention it on the next podcast or later on. And she does this beautiful, it was a woman who does it and it's almost like chanting with meditative music. And I think she's called Ajit, AJEET.
Right.
Amazing for working to.
Yeah.
You won't even notice on it, just calm you the fuck out. It's really nice.
No, that sounds cool. Did you say that you did some like a test online for the ADD thing?
It was ages ago, yeah. So it was when it was actually David Lade found the thing for me because he tested himself. He suffers from a similar thing.
Yeah.
But obviously they can get Adderall over there.
Yeah.
So he was actually prescribed something to help.
Yeah.
So he actually Actually, I'll just tell you, he actually gave me some Adderall at one point.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was Adderall. It was just one of those things. Like, I trust David. Like, he's there's no malice in him whatsoever. It's just, so when he came up and went, "Do you trust me?" I was like, "Of course." He went, "Will you take this pill?" It was like a Matrix moment.
Yeah.
Because it was red.
Pill.
It was a red pill.
Oh, is it?
And I was just like, "Yeah, all right." Like, because we were going to an event at the time. With loads of people were going to be there. So it's like, he's not going to give me anything that's,
Yeah.
It's not like
Bath
that.
salts and you're trying to eat someone's face.
Rehypnol me on this snoring there. So
Wake up with a used condom on your ass.
and a Tonka truck missing. So he gave me. I was like, "Okay," took it, and he was like, and he was like, did a little wry smile, and I was like. And he said, "I'll check back with you later." And he just walked off.
Yeah.
And we went back, and then we were about an hour and a half, I'd say, into the meet and greet things, what was going on. And he came over like really excited, like, "How you feeling?" Expecting me to be really like amped and ramped, because what happens is if you take Adderall and you don't need it, it gets you kind of like really just ramped up, I say
energetic or
yeah,
hyperactive.
it makes you overly a bit hyperactive.
Yeah.
And he came out, I was like, I'm fine, why? I said, "I feel a bit like I can chat quite easily, but other than that," and he just looked at me and went, "Huh, I'll speak to you afterwards." And it turned out afterwards, he gave me a fair old solid medicated dose of Adderall, and I just functioned normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have, so it's a disconnect between the frontal lobe and the front and back lobe of the brain. They don't. There's a disconnect there. Yeah. So one is to do with concentration, the other's time management, and obviously they don't work in unison. Hence my hyperfocus and lack of social awareness and time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did like a little online test. Again, it's probably a while ago now, and again it said that it was a high because it can't diagnose you online, but it said that there's a high likelihood you meet a lot of the criteria. And when I was at school, I was the naughty, like hyperactive, loud shit kid. Yeah.
I knew I didn't know hyperactive.
Yeah, like I was I was always doing shit and that I shouldn't be doing, really, for the most part. And my secondary school wanted me to get tested, but I was living with my grandparents at the time, and they didn't want me to go and get tested because I think from their limited understanding,
your schooling at Webster.
Yeah, well, they were like, they didn't want, because they were like, "Oh, if he does, then he's going to be given medication," and they didn't want me to be given any random meds because they were just very against that kind of thing. So whether or not it would have helped or not, no idea. But like, I've been tempted. Like several times it comes up, especially when I have like sometimes I go through a time period where I really do struggle with focus, and I do sometimes want to just get diagnosed if that is actually the case, just for my own peace of mind, so I know that I'm just not.
So you got something to think. It's like, okay,
I can understand.
You automatically feel better, don't you, when you know what it is, because it automatically you then become aware almost that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because you have the awareness of. So say like you had a gimpy left knee.
Yeah.
You're going to be aware you've got a gimpy left knee, so you're going to be aware of what you're doing that might affect. And it's a similar thing no matter.
Yeah, I think just having, if it is the case, having a diagnosis would be kind of cathartic in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it made me feel better about when that situation does.
We should go online after this and see if there's a test to see.
Yeah, I did one a while ago, but I don't know whether there's more comprehensive ones. But you can just get booked in and have a proper test.
Yeah, I reckon they fob you off in this country too much. They're just like, just drink more and sleep.
Yeah, true. But then also in America, maybe are they overdoing it because they can make some money off you from giving you a prescription and you pay to go, and then there's reasons why
both ends of the seesaw, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to be a little bit tighter on things because of the NHS. It's all funded through the government and whatnot.
Definitely think being aware of you having these like not personalities. Is it part of a personality? No,
it's just
psyche.
It's just it's part of you.
Yeah, having these traits. That's the word.
Yeah.
If you do have these kind of traits, it is good to look into maybe why. Why.
Just understanding yourself.
Yeah, like I did spend once when I was designing clothing 8 hours trying to look for the right shade of green, which is just not productive.
Yeah,
and they still got it wrong.
Yeah, it's like I have that issue as well, where sometimes I'll end up hyper focusing on one thing, and it will just consume me for like an entire day.
Yeah, that's what.
And then I'll be like, "What the fuck's just? Where's my day gone?"
And you micromanage as well. That's the thing, isn't it? So you'll focus on the tiniest of details that no one else will even notice, and that's it. Oh, and here's the thing. So a full circle. So I was researching things to help me with this without medication and stuff like that. So what can I do? There's a thing, have you heard of it? It's called the 2-minute rule. You heard of this? Right. You see, and this is like people talk about, like when you listen to it, people talk about like, oh, you know the 2 minute rule. Well, no, right? And it's okay. When you've got tasks to do for the day when you get up, if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately.
Yeah.
Don't, because it's going to take you more time to organize it and schedule it than to just get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the 2 minute rule then is anything that takes less than 2 minutes, do it then on the spot once you see it or once you remember it. And then after that, anything that's going to take longer, you schedule into your day's tasks.
Yeah.
Which I think, and I started doing it, and what it's made me do is I'm much more tidy. So rather than putting something just like by the side of the sink to go in the dishwasher, I empty the dishwasher and put stuff in the dishwasher. I will pick clothes up off the floor, or I won't put them on the chair. I'll hang them now instead. There's still stuff on the chair from when I wasn't doing the 2 minute rule. Don't get me wrong, but the stuff that's after the 2 minute rule came in, because that now needs to go into the task list because the piles are big. It's going to take me more than 2 minutes. The thing you have to be careful with, though, is that you don't create so many under 2 minute tasks that you then don't get on with your major tasks.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a balance.
Yeah. It kind of, that reminds me of one of the things that was in an Atomic Habits book that I read, and it was called like resetting the room. And it was this thing that a guy did basically whenever he left a room, he reset the room to the default setting. So like the cushions would go back, the remote would go back to the one position, the plates would get taken. And he said so he'd spend 30 seconds to a minute every time he moved from one room to the next. But that meant he never, ever had to tidy his house.
Yeah, and it does make you feel better when you walk back into a clean, fresh room. It makes you feel like fresh, whereas when you walk in and see your ass print in the sofa, the pillows in the shape of where your back's been sat for the last 2 hours.
Your pants screwed up on the...
Yeah, just wrap like a little nest of food around where you've been.
Yeah.
You walk in, you just go, ugh.
Yeah.
It gives you that ugh feeling rather than the freshness.
Yes.
So there you go. 2 minute rule and the tidy when you move rule.
Yeah, resetting the room.
Just do those two things. That's what we're going to give you this week to do. And I guarantee you'll start to feel.
Yeah, I started the resetting the room thing. And
good. I do it.
I fell out of the habit of it at the moment, but in the past when I've done it, it's great. You don't ever have to have a big tidy or anything like that.
Especially before you go to bed, level the rooms back out. So when you come downstairs in the morning, it's clear of clutter and it's nice.
Yeah,
that because then otherwise you come down in the morning, you're like, ugh, and then you start having to tidy, and then you're already wasting part of your day.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
Should we get on with the?
Of course, yes. Right. So
I want a fucking drink, mate.
Not on a fucking whiskies this week, son. We are back on the rum, so we're back pirating. I need to get a pirate hat.
You do need.
You know you can buy them, but they're like hundreds of pounds.
They're like the
3.1. And there's
what are they called?
Don't know, but someone on Etsy makes them.
Yeah.
And they're like all worn as if they've been on a ship, like battered around. They look dope, but they're literally like 120 quid, and I cannot I'm never going to wear it anywhere else. Where am I going to wear
it to Sainsbury's?
Just, can you imagine?
You're going around Sainsbury's, mate.
That's just, I go ask people, it's like walking up to people who's really wobbly, and where's the rum?
Yeah. just do it, mate. So there's a powerlifter. Well, he was a powerlifter, and he's a judge from, I'm trying to think what federation, but he wears a pirate hat.
Just generally?
Yeah, just generally. Every meet I've seen him in, he had a pirate hat on.
But that's at a meet, you see. He's not going down the pub.
He's going out publicly, just like he's not competing. He's just judging.
That's what I mean. But he's at a judge's chair and a judge's table at an event.
Yeah, but it's still pretty outlandish to just put a fucking pirate hat on. Yeah,
but it's an event. I wonder if he sits in like the local.
Just sits at home with it
eatery, on. Goes out to like a Gusto in a pirate hat.
I don't know. I'll try and find him on Instagram later. I'll have a look. I'll find out, and I'll message him, find out where he gets them from.
All right. Let's have a look at what we're on. We're on this is a nice bottle. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to see this. It's a sky blue, which is very solid sky blue bottle with white writing, and what is it when it's not embossed?
Debossed.
Raised lettering.
Well, embossed is...
It's stamped in, isn't it? Like
debossed is pressed in, embossed
this is embossed.
Raised.
Okay. So yeah, it's raised lettering. It says coast to coast, established 2018, so it's new, and it's twin fin spiced golden rum, 38% volume, so a decent wobbler, and it's Caribbean to Cornwall.
Yeah.
So it's from Cornwall.
Yes.
How cool.
Yeah.
That's very Cornwall colours, actually, now you say it.
Yeah.
That's St. Ives on a bottle.
Yes, it is.
And it's got a nice pale cork on the top, which is actually a cork lid by the looks of it. Yeah, that's nice. Lovely. Right. So, what's on the back? Anything useful? Proudly born in the... I'm going to say Caribbean because that's how I say it.
In the Caribbean.
Proudly born in the Caribbean. Creatively spiced on the wild Cornish coast.
So it's a wild Cornish coast?
Yeah, the wild Cornish coast. It is a bit wild.
I guess.
If you're wandering down it, it is a bit wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do the pop
Go for the
test.
pop.
Right,
I think this is going to be cheeky.
Oh, it's got a nice squeak. Oh my god, I feel a bit nervous. Oh, I think that's the best one yet.
Yeah. The anticipation of that one.
Oh my god.
They're good.
Oh my god, that smells beautiful.
Let's have a whiff.
I'm in love.
Right, give it here. I want a whiff.
Oh, it's a good job I never got into glue. Oh, that's lovely. That is along the lines of the
I think I've got a whiff of that
the
already.
bamboo. Very similar.
Oh, damn.
Isn't that? Yeah. Okay. So it smells very, very fruity. You can't smell alcohol. It just smells cheeky.
Yeah, that's super sweet and smooth. Like,
Yeah. No,
got a
there's
bit
no
of
burn when you smell it.
vanilla-iness as
Yeah,
well.
masses of vanilla. That's it. Yeah. Very vanilla-y.
Ooh, I am looking forward to that.
Do you know what this smells a bit like?
Yes.
Alfred Lamb's
Yes, it
Spice
does.
Run.
Yeah.
It does smell a lot like that. Right. Let's do the nice little pour into the skull. We're on skull glasses today because
Oh, man. That looks nice.
it's nice. It's a pale golden colour. It's almost like that whiskey we had last week. Liquid golden colour.
Yeah.
Okay. Put that down. So, as always, we are using a ball of ice in the glasses. You are to let that sit a little while, at least 5 minutes, let the rum get down to temperature. We always drink these neat. We don't use them with mixers. And then what we do is try and obviously taste the flavours we're supposed to taste. We actually don't know what we're supposed to taste in this because...
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
that's
good cork, isn't it?
Taut little hole.
Yeah, you could travel with that really easy. That's really tight. No worries about spillage. That's a really nice bottle as well.
It is. I like that.
Yeah, we don't know what we're supposed to taste on that because there's no kind of on the nose, on the palate information.
No, from what they told me, I think that is the same company that does it's Tarquin's gin from Cornwall, and this is their like first attempt at a rum, which is why it's such a new company or new. 'Cause I don't know if it's the same parent company, and then the Twin Fin is like a separate like branch of that, but something interesting. And they do good. Tarquin's gin's very nice. They're really good, really flavourful. Loads of like
I like it that they
variations.
do more than just that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
do you like gins?
Do you know when it got fashionable for a little bit?
Yeah.
And brought gin back. It still
Yes.
kind of stayed back, but it's
Yeah.
not like it was like how
You didn't have to be a posh and sipping it.
because it really came back in a big way to be super fashionable, didn't it?
Yes.
And when they did that, I tried a couple of the fruitier ones. Like this, they were almost like slow gins, but they weren't slow gins. And it was a rhubarb and raspberry one. Oh, it was good.
When everything's opens back up, we need to go to the wine press, the place by me, because their gin collection is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a good whiskey shop somewhere as well we need to go to.
Yeah.
There's one in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
So we'll go there too. You just can see us wobbling around after lockdown,
Yeah.
aren't you? It's like, way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, what's new? Anyway, been going down with you. You buying a house?
Yeah, mate, buying a house, so sorting all that. Mortgage has been approved and paid the mortgage bloke today. Not the actual deposit, paid for his services.
And then you're going to have to pay for the survey, for someone to come and fluff the house, for a brick guy to inspect the bricks, for someone to come and check that your grass is pure British grass and not imported American, another guy to come and see if he blows on it more than huffs and puffs to see if it blows down or not.
Yeah,
It'll probably be a
on
pig.
this like home buyer survey. The guy was like explaining to me what they do, and they're like, "Oh, we check all the plugs, and they check the light switches, and they check the taps." And I was just like,
you can't do that.
"Oh, right, okay. I'm glad that I'm paying you £400 to fucking turn the lights on and off."
Click, click.
Yeah, that works.
Tap on and off.
Yeah, and to be fair, they do other things. Like I think they check the chimney. Like they from the images that they sent over, because they sent us like a demo one. I think they've got like a drone that hovers over your house to check if the chimney's clear, so if they can you can have an open fire.
Because a flute
theoretically.
is quite expensive to replace.
Yes, and like stuff like that. So I think there is more to
Americans
it.
have chimneys? I don't think they do.
Well, some will.
Will they?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen an open fire in.
Are you American? Are you listening? Do you have a chimney? Have you seen a
Actually,
chimney?
that's reminded me. I don't know why it's reminded me, but one of the YouTube channels that I watch quite often, he always talks about the YouTube algorithm, and he'll always just say like, put a comment below, and literally he has a fucking army of people that just comment, just saying, doing it for the algorithm.
Doing it for the algorithm.
And like his videos do really well. They always perform. So I'm wondering how much of that actually works.
Yeah, because comments rank higher than kind of a lot of things that you can do on YouTube. Well, there's not many things. What can you do? Can you like shit on YouTube?
Yeah,
yes,
you
can like it. So comments
you can save it.
Comments rank higher than likes. time watched ranks higher than number of views.
Right.
So you could actually have a video that's only had like 50,000 views compared to one that's had 300,000 views, but YouTube will push the one that's more retention.
Yeah, the total
so the 50,000 views.
Yeah,
to that's a more valuable video.
Yeah.
To you and to them.
Yeah. Well, if you are listening on YouTube, put a comment just saying for the algorithm. And if you can't spell algorithm, just put a thumbs up.
No, you have to put at least 3 words. So
do you?
just put titty titty bum bum.
Yeah.
Let's see if that messes with the algorithm.
If this video does better than the others now, we'll know
why.
and then that's when we're going to start pushing this.
Yeah.
But I do think it's mad, isn't it? Like how, especially Instagram, they seem to just change their mind every month, and they're like, "Oh, this works well."
Well, what they see is they see people growing, and they go, "We need to stop that."
Yeah, like, "Oh, you're doing too well.
We need to make them pay. We need to make them pay to get more growth."
Oh, it was such a stark change when Facebook bought Instagram, and then it took a while. It was maybe a year after.
That's because we were fighting them. Do you remember? There was uproar all over Twitter constantly about them changing stuff. Did you not see that?
No.
So when they first started changing the timeline to not in time order, everyone kicked off.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we won't do it. They left it 6 months, and then rather than announcing it, just did it slowly without telling people.
Yeah.
That's how much they don't give a shit. They literally, there was millions of people voted to not change the timeline.
Yeah.
And they went, okay, but only for 6 months.
Yeah.
They just don't give 2 shits.
Like our organic growth literally is completely like ground to a halt now.
The organic growth now is dead.
Yeah.
You have to either be really niche and tap into a niche market, and that'll get you your organic reach, or you have to pay to play. It's a sad thing. And so now in a lot of my contracts now, I'm negotiating it in ad revenue to pay towards sponsoring posts or just driving, because you can do different choices. You can make people come to profile, you can make people go to an email, or you can make them go to a website. So there's different options, and they're apparently now not penalizing you as much for doing sponsored posts. What they used to do, and they lied, they said they didn't, and they did. Absolute fibbers. They would, if you did pay for a post just to test it, they would definitely flag your account for willing to pay, and they would kill all your posts after it.
Yeah.
For at least, it used to last like 3 weeks.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
they're assholes, man. They're just a conglomerate. They're a faceless conglomerate.
But like it's with Instagram, especially, like Instagram was amazing at the start because it was just it was organic. It just it worked so well.
Yeah.
Everything worked so well, and everyone was really happy with the platform.
Same with YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube, it happened a couple of years before, didn't it?
All YouTube needs to do to get back on it, to just make the creators happy, is on the homepage, put the channels you subscribe to. That is it.
Yeah.
The moment they put that onto a separate tab, they're done.
Yeah.
It's like being on the second page of Google search.
Yeah.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Let's not get down a rant. We can rant all day about
Might
this.
as well not even be there.
I think that the thing to take away from it is, if you want to be on socials and just do what you do, enjoy it, create cool content, and just progressing yourself and enjoy the art of doing it. And eventually, if it's good shit, people will share it and it will just get traction.
Yeah. And just leave us a like and a titty titty bum bum comment.
Titty titty bum bum.
We'll test the algorithm.
Right. Shall we have a sipperoo? Because that ice ball looks like it's
dissolving.
It's definitely smaller than it was.
Give us a clink.
Clink, clink.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, matey. All right, so this is, once again, Twin Fin Cornish.
Sweet
It smells
vanilla.
delicious. Now, do you know what? Oh, my God. That is not as sweet as it smells, which is good.
No, yeah.
I got masses of vanilla right over the middle of my mouth, like over the middle of the tongue. Then around the sides, I got like a white rum heat.
Yes.
Did you get
that? Yeah, and I've got like almost like a tangy fruitiness to it as well.
The fruitiness does
That's like
linger.
coming afterwards, yeah.
No burn.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
That's well
Second
nice.
sip is always a bit of a... Silence as we both try and figure out what we're tasting.
That's nice. It's not as nice as it smells, and I don't think it's my...
I think that's a good thing.
No, it would have been too sweet. This is my favourite. From how it smelled, I was like, this is gonna be a number one.
That sweetness is going to get more and more the more you drink this.
Yeah,
This is going to be like a Gentleman Jack's whiskey or the Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
It's going to get sweeter and smoother as you go on. But yeah, so the twin... Oh, that is really nice. It's smooth, There's no burn on the swallow. It does create a heat down the sides of the tongue, but rolling over the top is definitely a strong hit of vanilla and spice over the top.
Yeah.
But there's not a prolonged heat afterwards, but there is a prolonged sense
That
of
vanilla afterwards.
Vanilla sits in your mouth.
And it's literally like, like when you're making cakes or anything, vanilla flavouring. That smell.
Yeah, not vanilla pod. It's like vanilla, cake vanilla.
Yeah, whether that's
Sweetness.
maybe a bit artificial, but it doesn't taste bad to me at all.
No, I really like that. I think you could sip on that quite happily and not get sick of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with the lambs, or the bamboo, it's so easy to drink that I think if you got...
You get nailed.
Yeah, one, you get nailed, but two, if you drink too much and got ill drinking it, like accidentally,
as it happens,
you wouldn't be able to drink it again. It's one of those. Whereas this, I think... You're aware that that's an alcoholic drink as you sip it, but it's got a good balance of flavours.
Oh, I think that would be amazing with a Coke. Do you like rum and Coke?
I hate putting Coke and stuff, man.
Oh, I love rum and Coke.
I think it's bastardising the drink.
No, I think like a rum and Coke is nice, especially if you've got good rum.
See, I put ginger ale in my stuff. Whiskey and
I thought
ginger.
we were friends.
I tell you, here's two things that you can mix with rum which make it taste awesome. Ginger ale, not ginger beer. Because the ginger beer is fiery, whereas ginger ale is smooth.
Yeah.
And you don't want the fire with the spice of the rum. It's too much. So ginger ale or, and this is only for the winter months, hot apple juice.
That sounds
Thank
interesting.
me next winter.
Yeah, that sounds really good,
Or if you
actually.
live in Canada now or somewhere that's bloody cold,
Yeah.
go get yourself some rum, get yourself some good, and I mean good apple juice, not shit concentrate stuff.
Yeah, not from
proper
concentrate.
apple juice.
Yeah.
Warm it up on the stove in a pan, put your rum in it.
That sounds well good.
You're welcome.
One thing I did that was a bit weird, that I don't know where it came from. I think, like Frankie and Benny's did Coke floats, which was like Coke with like a vanilla
Coke
ice cream.
floats.
So Malibu and Coke with vanilla ice cream.
You giant girl.
It
Of
was
course that's nice.
fucking amazing.
It's like coconut and sugar.
Yeah. Oh,
with
man.
more sugar and vanilla.
Yeah.
And
So-
alcohol.
So, yeah. Malibu, Coke, scoop of vanilla ice cream in the top. Let it melt in there. Oh, fuck me. It was amazing.
Yeah, I can
It
see
was
that.
good.
I can see that. That will be good.
So-
lovely.
Can we get questions up, or are we going to lose? Are we going to lose connection?
We will, I would say, lose connection, but I can do it anyway. Who
Yeah.
cares?
YOLO.
Yeah, we're at if you put a timer on, God, we're so technically unadvanced.
We should get an egg time.
Just a sand timer right in the middle. That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah, I was
Well,
looking
you
at
can get them for 30 minutes,
Yeah, you can. I was looking at getting one for my office. I wanted one as like a decorative thing.
so that you know how long you spent doing stuff. That's a good idea because it's visual.
Yeah.
God, we're just throwing the wisdom out today.
Yeah, you can get them.
Timer.
They're-
Right, put on a timer for 25 minutes.
Get him.
Are you good to go? Or I'm having another sip of the rum whilst we do that.
Yep. The timer has started.
That gets so much smoother, even the more you drink it, honestly. That is just spice and vanilla. There's something else behind that vanilla, but my palate's not good enough to pick it up. There's something else there. I don't want to say banana because
Oh yeah, like it's
do you think
it's fruity, but
along
it's
that
got a
way,
bit of a
though?
tang.
Yeah, there's something else in there.
You know, you get those like dried bananas. Like, do you know what I mean? Those it's like the like dried fruit, and you can get like dried banana.
Yeah,
Have you ever had that? Yeah, that's kind of like, because that's got almost a bit of a tangy bitterness to it. It's not just pure sweet banana.
bug me not knowing what it is. You know, because you can read it normally. Anyway, very good. Recommend that one.
No,
Where would you put that? What rums have we had? The bamboo to me is lovely, but you can have it every so often.
Yeah.
I think this one, if you had somebody round and they hadn't had rum before and you wanted them to try it, that would be a great one.
Yes.
That would be great.
I
Twin fin.
really, really love Bumbo. Like, I think Bumbo's my number one, personally.
It's your number one girl.
Bumbo.
The bottle of bamboo wins generally out of everything so far.
Yeah, although we only had one, and well, okay, it was a very generous pouring. We both woke up feeling a bit headachy and a bit ooh. So we didn't eat and drink too much before, so that's going to have been a factor. But I don't know whether it was the bamboo that helped with that little bit of a
I
hangover
would
that we
say
had.
it was definitely part of the problem.
But for me, Bumbo is probably my number one so far. But I'm not going to go into too much detail because we've got an idea. So we were saying about maybe doing a review on the 10th,
'cause
which
people
will
have
be
been asking us
next
about that.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had an idea earlier, literally just before we started. Oh god damn, we got loads of
lot of
questions. So I had an idea just before we started that I spoke to Lex about, and maybe give us some feedback in the comments. That's okay to leave us a second comment. That's fine.
Or just leave it on a random Instagram picture. It doesn't matter. I read all comments.
Yeah.
I really make an effort to go and sit. I will spend a good hour going through messages and comments. So
hit me up like the idea is, the next one will be our 10th podcast. So in a perfect world, we would review the previous 9 drinks that we've had and bring back the favourite for the 10th.
Will they all fit on this table?
But that's just the idea. So let us know whether that sounds good, and then we could just do that. So we do 9 drinks in a row, and then on the 10th we just pick the best, and then we have like a wall of fame.
Yeah.
Of the best that we've had. Yeah. So let us know what you think. I don't know. Just want it. I like some kind of structure. So I think that would be nice to have like a bit of a routine with it, maybe.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, so on to the questions.
So obviously every week we ask you to send us. Oh, actually, let's just go UFC. We predicted that Nunes would win, and oh my god, win is an understatement. She didn't even break a sweat.
Yeah.
She landed one punch and that fight was over.
Yeah,
that right hand did her in. That woman is amazing, impressive,
genuinely. Because I know that there was talk of, who was it now? Henry Cejudo, fighting Amanda Nunes.
She would kill him.
Yeah, I
genuinely think she'd beat him.
Henry Cejudo is an absolutely amazing athlete.
He's a wrestler.
He's very small.
He's a tip-a-tap hitter.
Yes.
She's a heavy.
It would be really interesting to see, obviously, gender-wise, there is a difference because men have testosterone, women have less testosterone. Whether a heavy hitter as a woman matches up to...
Isn't she a weight up from Cejudo?
Yes, but...
So that's probably balances it out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, where that balance is, because she's an absolute genetic freak. Cejudo is also an absolute freak for his weight category.
He's also an absolute melt.
Yes, he's a weird motherfucker.
He's got shit hair.
He does have shit hair.
Like, he has the worst haircuts.
Yeah.
Like, and he just fire your barber. His fades are horrendous. Like, you can see it. There's like steps in him. Yeah. He's got, I don't know, it's terrible. He's got a giant head. He looks like
the power pods. You know, the football little figurines that are giant. Power pods.
Fuck me. And I know what he does, the caricature of himself is supposed to be like extreme version of him, but it's just not done in a good way. Everyone just wants to see him get smashed.
Yeah.
And that's not a good way to be. I'd rather be a champion that people want to see win than always be the because he's not even a good bad guy.
No.
He's just a melt.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like...
I don't want to see Cejudo fight again. I don't want to watch him. I don't care about him. Bugger off. I'd rather watch two guys. I'd rather watch Lehman come back.
Yeah.
And fight than watch Cejudo. That would draw me more.
Well, like...
Chris Lehman. He was a beast.
I remember, because obviously Demetrius Johnson fucked off to ONE FC after he lost to Cejudo, and
worst decision of his life. I never heard from him again.
No, but because Demetrius Johnson brought some attention to the division, but he wasn't like a... Cejudo did do a good job in actually making people pay attention because he was so weird and cringy. But
not for the sport, he wasn't good.
No, I don't think he was. But I think Demetrius Johnson was like the perfect representation of a champion.
Especially when they think
he held himself
the 125 category, they were getting rid of it.
Yes,
it's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think. And he was supposed to be representing that. Mm-hmm. But no one's going to want to keep that. They got that clown at the top of it. No.
Yeah, that's it. I think
but I am excited to see the snake come back.
The snake.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I'm so bad with names. Well, I genuinely have an issue with names. Like, you can tell me your name, and in 3 minutes,
I'm just thinking of
my brain has forgotten it.
I'm just thinking of Woody from Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
I did watch all the Toy Stories fairly recently.
I know. I had a funny idea of with my cowboy hat of writing Andy on the side of one of my boots and doing a picture that way. I think I'm going to do
that.
It.
That's awesome.
But I couldn't find a pen to write on my boots enough. It wouldn't stay because you have to have it in black, don't you?
Yeah.
And all my soles are black. So I think I'm going to get a chalk pen.
Get a white pen.
Do it white.
Yeah, that's a good
cool,
idea.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I like the idea of that.
And just the caption would just be just something Woody says, like, was it howdy partners? He says something howdy. Oh, what does he say? Again, why is my memory so bad?
I can't remember. It probably was.
Why is my memory so bad? He says, reaching for a rum to take a sip of.
Yeah. We watched all of them recently, and I'd not seen the third or the fourth.
Third, okay. Fourth, not massive fan of it.
I thought they were all decent. I think actually I preferred the fourth over the third.
Yeah,
first,
probably.
second was really good.
Is the third the teddy bear, evil teddy bear?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes.
see, I like that one because the evil teddy bear is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I thought it.
I wasn't a fan of the weird doll thing in the shop. You know, she's kind of
Oh
got
no,
voice
hold
boxes.
on, maybe I am mixing them up.
She's
Maybe
trying to
that
get
was
voice
the third.
boxes, isn't she, in the fourth one?
Yeah,
And they've got
yeah,
a
no,
stupid spoony.
yes,
thing.
that is the fourth
Spork,
one.
What is it? Spoony?
Yeah,
What's it called? Spoony?
yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, he's made of pipe clean, isn't it? A spoon.
Person.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spork. But yeah, I know I had not seen any of them. I was fairly happy though. I didn't think there wasn't like a major drop off like you see sometimes. I thought they all kept me engaged. I think what was more surprising is we watched that series after watching all of the Rambos. And Emma was the one who...
What a transition.
Emma was like, oh, do you want to watch the Rambo films? And then after we watched that, then I was like, oh, do you fancy watching Toy Story? I was like, well, we've completely switched roles here.
Oh, yes, why not?
Yeah, so I went Pixar, Emma went Rambo,
She went far.
First Blood.
I'm just searching it now to see what it was called because I can't remember what it's called. But I watched a Tom Hanks movie the other day. It's a Netflix special.
Oh, that like... And it's a cowboy one as well.
Yeah. But it's not. He's not a cowboy in it. It's during like the Civil Wars and stuff like North versus South kind of thing, and it is bloody brilliant. He never fails.
No.
He is just so watchable.
Is there
He's
a Tom
so
Hanks
engaging.
film that's bad? Oh, Cloud Atlas.
It's called Mission.
Cloud Atlas is a bad Tom Hanks film.
What is it?
Cloud Atlas, that's a bad Tom Hanks.
I don't think I've seen that. What's it about?
I think I turned it off.
What's it about?
I can't really remember. That's why I turned it off.
Right, so it's called. I think it's called The Mission or The Mission. News of the World. Why has it got like 8 different names on Google? Why do they put different movies in different titles in different places?
I was talking to somebody about this today because we were talking about Harold and Kumar, and I said, "Oh, it's Harold and Kumar get the
Yeah.
munchies," and they were like, "Oh no, it's Harold and Kumar go to White Castle." And I was like,
Yes.
"No." In America, it's called Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. In the UK, it was Harold and Kumar get the munchies because
Yes.
in the UK we don't know what White Castle is because we don't have White Castle.
No, we don't. Why don't we have a White Castle? Apparently, it's awful.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Because they're like they're little burgers and they're
Are they?
they're small burgers and they're flat. They've got a really high fat content and they're perforated.
These sound awful.
Well, apparently they're nice.
It is not
but,
called
like,
The Mission at all. It's called News of the World. What the frick?
News of the
Anyway,
World.
carry on with your burger story.
Yeah, that's about it.
They're perforated minging burgers.
I don't know if they're minging, but like,
I remember just a comedian making a joke about them tasting like nappies.
all right, fair enough.
Because when you're drunk, that's where people end up because apparently it's open.
I trust Harold and Kumar. So
Right, it's called
Fucking
News
love
of the
that
World, and it is brilliant. Character driven, amazing story. The girl doesn't even speak English in it. She's like a Cherokee mix or something.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. It's got the ruthlessness of the Wild West
Yeah.
with this kind of full character driven relationship between him and this little girl that he finds after her after there's like they've been hijacked at the side of the road. Everyone's been killed but this girl, and then he takes her to the nearest encampment and they're like, okay, it's 3 months until the guy comes who deals with this, so she needs to go here. You can either wait until he comes or you can take her. And he ends up taking her, and it's just the whole journey.
That
Brilliant.
sounds cool.
I highly recommend it, but you have to sit and be ready for a film.
yeah,
It's not like going. But it's well worth it. Brilliant, really good. Love it.
sounds great.
I just love when you get a good movie and you sit afterwards and the ending is what you want as well.
Yeah.
It's such a good wrap up and it just makes you feel good and you go, yes.
Yeah.
Go to bed and tomorrow I'm wearing my cowboy hat.
Yep. Should we get onto some questions?
Yeah, there's some questions.
We'll keep getting distracted. We'll get there.
We do. We have ADD.
Apparently so. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to do an online
We'll
test.
try. We'll see if we can do one after searching how to buy ADD on the black web.
ADD. Adderall.
Buy ADD. I'd like to buy ADD.
Can I get some?
Got some
attention?
exams coming up and I need extra time.
Yeah. I had extra time in my exams because of being dyslexic. Yeah. And I had a scribe for some.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, dyslexia got me.
That's your
To be fair,
superpower.
I never used it. I never actually went into any extra time because I had a scribe for some of them. So, because obviously that completely deferred the fact that I take longer to write stuff out. So, because somebody was doing that for me at some point.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it
It's
was only
way
in
easier
some
to
exams.
do you have to wait for them to catch up to you though? Why can't you just record it and then write it down later?
God knows. In hindsight, that's probably a better idea.
It's a way better idea.
Yeah. Put Lex in charge of the school
Put me in charge of the education system.
Yep.
Watch it fail abysmally.
Wait for this next generation of kids. If they're not fucked enough from COVID, we're putting Lex in
They'll
charge.
just be the most like savage little buggers. Just what are you doing? Doodling a dolphin. Why? Because it makes me feel good. You keep going, kid. What's that dolphin doing? It's fucking a shark. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't know they did that. Do you know the dolphins do? They don't fuck sharks. But do you know like dolphins will take out like killer whales?
Yeah.
They're
They're bad motherfuckers.
Bad.
Yeah.
And if you're in breeding season and you try and get friendly with dolphins, they fuck you up.
I saw a video of somebody getting eaten by a whale the other day, and it was on.
No, they're fine.
They
I've
get-
seen it as well.
they get, like-
they're in a little kayak thing.
Yes.
And the whale comes up underneath, and it's like doing the fish grab, but it grabs them in the kayak.
Yep.
Yeah, they're fine. They weren't even injured afterwards.
Oh, really? Because they literally went in.
Yeah, they go in the mouth kind of thing,
Yeah.
but I think they didn't go in.
Yeah.
It comes up, knocks them out of the kayak, and I think they get pulled down through just, because the way the whale goes back under, and I think they get sucked under like you would if a boat's sinking.
Yeah.
But it says afterwards, no one was injured, and after the thing of that. But it's pretty crazy.
I was going to say, well.
But
I'm
what
not-
did they expect? Giant, huge whales underneath, and they're just plodding around in little kayaks. Well, nothing could possibly go wrong here.
Unless I didn't see it. Because, like, I would have.
I'm pretty sure they were all watching the whales. That's why they'd all stop paddling.
Maybe, yeah.
Because there's about 4 kayaks.
What the fuck are you going to do?
Maybe paddle backwards away from the giant whale that's
Yeah, but
underneath
if
you.
the whale saw them, it obviously saw them. It was just like, oh, I wonder what that tastes like.
It's not BPA free.
Yeah.
Kayak.
Yeah.
I hate when you get a kayak in your fish.
When I saw that, because like the person is inside the whale's mouth, and then
Yeah,
like
as
I
it
was
comes
like,
up open.
Yeah.
I think they luckily, as it closed
Pop
it, because they take in a huge amount of water as they open their mouth, don't they? And then as they shut it, they filter out the water and keep what's in. But I think as they shut
probably
it,
went in the mouth and then came out one of its like gills or whatever.
imagine if that was the story.
Yeah. But I was like, man, imagine that, because they've just been swallowed whole by a whale. They're just inside that whale having a fucking panic attack right now. Just like,
out.
what the fuck are they going to do?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think if they'd gone in, they'd have been that'd be done.
yeah.
But I don't think they did.
No.
I think the kayak saved them probably.
Maybe.
Because your legs there's only a little hole in the kayak top, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if you watch, the kayak doesn't go in its mouth fully. It just gets knocked upside down.
Yeah.
So then they go, they're fine.
You've got nommed on by a whale.
Right. Question time. Let's get going.
What are we fucking...
How long we got until we have to pause record?
10 minutes. What's wrong with us? How do we go off on these fucking
Because we
tangents?
got ADD. We need Medicaid help.
Yeah.
Or weed.
Yeah. No, that doesn't help me.
I had... somebody brought some... Who was it? One of the guys... I'm not going to say who came. But they brought some California stuff over there. And he was like, have I tried this? It's just really light. Nice and mellow.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had 2 hits of this stuff. And he was talking to me. I was struggling to understand words. I'm sat there looking at my own feet going, he's just mellow.
Yeah.
Can't feel my feet. Like, how much? And he's talking, and this is what my brain's doing. How much does he smoke of this to feel normal?
Yeah.
What is time? I can't feel time. Can you feel time normally? I can't. I don't know. Your feet. Can't feel your feet. Can you feel your feet? What about your knees? Then I just went on. Like,
then going through your
the
body.
whole time he's talking, and he was talking with questions.
Yeah.
And every so often my brain would go, you need to say something. And I'd be like, yeah. No idea. I probably just agreed.
Smile and nod.
Yeah. So bad. 2 hits, dude.
Yeah.
2.
God damn.
Middle of the day. Never done that before.
You'll have to tell me who that is after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. But I had it. I brought some back from... No, I didn't bring some back because that's illegal. So I arrived home after coming from California.
You are...
No, listen.
You putting yourself in a podcast is like, this is a terrible idea.
I came back from California, and what had happened was...
Someone...
On the plane, somebody tripped,
Yeah.
had probably a medical license,
Yeah.
had pockets full of vape cartridges. So they probably just tried, they probably couldn't get them all in their hand luggage. So they tripped and it fell. Fell into my bag.
Yeah.
So I got home, I was like, oh, what is this amazing thing that found in my bag? From a medical practitioner. And it turned out to be, shockingly enough, some indica weed strain. Now, this is the body high stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what a magical occurrence that I should get such a gift from the gods. totally legally.
And you obviously tried to recontact the person that tripped and dropped.
I tried ringing the Yellow Pages.
Everyone in the Yellow Pages.
I rang America.
Yeah.
And Trump answered, and he had no help.
Yeah.
He just wanted to nuke me.
Yeah.
So I hung up quick.
That's why Trump's not
Drones were coming over straight away.
Yeah.
Like, hello, Trump. Straight over. So I was like, okay, hang up. Left it a day.
Yeah.
And, well, I told them that there was, like, brown people nearby, and it just distracted him.
Oh, yeah. They went off the brown.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah. He said there's a mixed race guy lives down the road. He's like, okay, cool. I'll go build a wall around his house.
Yes.
Off he went.
I wondered where that wall came from.
So yeah, it's an indicator, and that's the. Oh, I just bashed the mic up. It wasn't a big noise then. Sorry. Yeah, it gives you a body high. So I was using it because I was suffering from. I didn't have insomnia, but I suffered from really struggling to get to sleep.
Yeah.
So I was using it. There's literally 2 hits, like you can do with CBDs now. You can do the same with CBDs, and it would just body high, off to sleep. Lovely jubbly. Never done it in the middle of the day before though. So middle of the day, this was not indica.
Yeah.
Indica. That sounds
Indica?
right. It's indie something.
Yeah, I think it's indica.
There's sativa, and indica.
Yeah.
Indica good for bedtime. Sativa is supposed to be able to take during the day, and it's supposed to help with your creativity.
Yeah, and
no,
doesn't work for me either.
No, what it does is hinder your ability to understand language and life. So yeah, that is left me feeling not doing that again.
It's all about dosage as well, same as everything, but
I don't think that definitely doesn't make me more productive.
No,
definitely didn't. Luckily, I haven't been on a plane to America since, so I haven't accidentally had anything.
Trip from Fulham back, yeah.
Legal medical
That's
service. Yeah, I know. Right. On to questions. We're gonna.
That whole conversation was completely theoretical, of course.
Of course, nothing that we say on here is true nor ever happened.
Yeah. All likenesses to people.
In real life, I'm Blackanese.
Yeah.
Not even the Gacy.
Yeah.
This is all CGI.
Yeah.
Right. On to the real questions. Real questions. Right, here we go. Should we do them all as quick as we can? Let's do flash round. You are the limiting factor in the lightning round.
Yeah.
You do realise that?
Yeah, I can't.
So I'm going to push you now. I'm going to be rude towards Mr. Lewis.
Go for it.
We didn't even introduce ourselves. We're assuming you all know us by now.
Yeah, fuck it. They know who we are.
Mr. Lewis must be quicker in the lightning rounds.
Yeah,
here we go.
I'm just going to be concise.
How much time we got before it to start?
We got 5 minutes and 42 seconds.
Right, I want to get 10 questions done in that time.
Go.
When is Reckless launching? We were aiming for May, but COVID sucks, so May, June.
Yeah.
That's my clothing line. It's coming out. It's going to be sick. I just got a new jumper through today. I'll show you all later on things. It's the rip jumper that you all loved. It's dope. Samples are coming. Why... Wow, I should read these before we say them. Fuck it. Why do you not have a girlfriend? Because I am spending time on my own and getting used to finding myself again, because I haven't done that in the last decade.
Is it male or female?
It is... it's a female. I mean...
I say no more.
Why am I shocked? Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God, a girl messaged me.
It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
Come on, lightning. Let's go.
Lightning, sorry.
That's 2. Yeah.
When is your OnlyFans site live? This is my barber from Shrewsbury. Yes, very funny, sir. And next week, it's going to be Mr. Lewis's feet.
Yes.
Firstly, this is the highlight of my week. Oh, well, thanks, Callum. Also, what would you say if the thing you have done you're proud of... What? Oh, I think you meant to say... What would you say is the number one thing you think you've done that you're proud of?
For me,
yours
the
got to be gym.
Yeah, the gym. Obviously, that's the biggest achievement that I've done. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I'm really happy with the feedback that I get from it. And yeah, that's my biggest.
It's a big achievement. Gyms are so hard; people don't understand. It's really good, and it looks dope, and there's great lighting.
Thank you. I had nothing to do with the lighting
and specialist machines. You definitely did though, because you picked the lights. You didn't pick orange.
Yeah, of course.
Or JD Sports. Gyms green, which they advertise as they think is a good thing.
Yeah,
like your place looks like a goddamn toddler's thing. Like where you drop them off with a ball pit.
I don't understand why some gyms have like flashing strobe lights and stuff like that. I was
disco
this
lights.
Isn't like an 80s disco.
Yeah, pretty much disco lights. Yeah. Like dead and done, never coming back. Morons.
Yeah.
Idiots.
People don't need that to train. It's going to trigger a seizure.
If you go to one of those gyms that has green lights, leave. You're never filming anything in there that anyone's going to watch.
Yeah.
Idiots.
What's your achievement?
My best achievement? I don't know. I guess it's sticking with like Gymshark for so long and being able to do that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Motorbike license would be like, but it's not really. That's like not something. That's something I chose to do at a certain time. It's not like an achievement.
Well, it is because you could have not passed.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, I would have kept going until I passed, no matter if
Yeah.
it took me 10 times.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Okay, achievement: riding to Barcelona on my motorbike and being with Jim Shop for so long.
Nice,
Cool beans.
nice. Is
Okay.
that 4 or 5? 4.
4 questions. 5th question. Favorite book?
Dune
Oh,
by
wow,
Frank
really?
Herbert. Yes.
Mine is it's a tie. It's a tie between the Alexander the Great trilogy, which is just a great read. The way they describe battles in that book is insanely brilliant because you can literally picture it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And it tells you about how they defeated other armies with tactics, which is just genius. And he took over the whole of the known world at the time, pretty much.
Yeah,
Genghis Khan's the only other dude that kind of did that, I think.
yeah,
Hitler tried it and failed, thank God.
Yeah.
And so it's a tie-up between that and the one about the sea scrolls, Dead Sea Scrolls, Angels and Demons, the other one.
The first one, Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code.
Right. Okay.
Finished that in like 2.5 days and was angry that I'd read it so
I
quick.
prefer Inferno. Inferno's my favourite.
Started
Dan
Inferno.
Brown.
Yeah.
Fucking love Inferno.
Really? I'll have
Yeah.
to do that one. Time?
2 minutes and 5 seconds.
All right, good. Can you lose weight faster if you exercise cardio for long hours a day? Can I do this one quickly?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Cardio is literally calories in, calories out kind of thing. What calories you burn during cardio, doesn't matter when the frick you do it. If you want to do it faster because it makes you feel better, do it. That's great. If you want to do it after your workouts, that's great. Benefits of doing it before workouts or after workouts are so negligible, and your body is so much smarter than you are, that it really doesn't matter in the big picture of things. You can argue doing it fasted does burn more fat, but what your body does is compensate later in the day by storing more fats. So that balances out. And if you want to do it after your workouts, it's also just as good because your blood lipid levels are higher.
Yeah. Can I just jump in on something there as well? So there is like a stimulus to fatigue ratio as well. So sometimes when you're doing something for an extended period of time, that stimulus stays the same, but the fatigue will keep increasing. So you sometimes might be better off, instead of having one very long session, break that up and have 2 smaller sessions, or spread them out throughout the week a little bit more. So better stimulus to
Pretty much
ratio.
it's what you're burning over 7 days in total compared to what you're taking in 7 days in total with your diet.
Yeah.
And I would also say HIIT training over anything else. HIIT training is so good. It's shorter, it takes 10 minutes, but it will give you DOMs.
Okay.
1 minute to go. We can get one more in
50
that.
seconds. Come on.
The boots you have, excellent boot game. Where's the best shop to buy sturdy, proper boots? But
I'm guessing this is
it's not about the shop, it's about the brand. So go with like Doc Martens, Timberland, or
Got some nice Tims.
Logger boots. Logger boots are really good. Oh, I just moved my chair. Oh no. We've ruined the continuity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So well, I think we blasted through the boots one, but that is it. It's Timberland. I'm just trying to think of the other ones that I've got that are really good. It's mate. Oh, here's a secret. Look in the women's section of Doc Martens. They go up to a size 9, and some of my coolest boots that everyone's like, where are they from? They're the women's section of Doc Martens. Like my tall boots with the sheepskin lining.
Yeah.
They're called, oh, damn it, what are they called? Something like Attila or Matilia boots.
I can't fit in 9s.
They're a weird word, but they are from the women's section. They don't even do them for men.
God damn.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
So check if you're up to a size 9, you can actually get the women's side because they're actually quite a big fit. Maybe they got to a women's 10. No, but the size 9 is a men's 9.
Yeah.
So Doc Martens
11.
That's the super secret.
Hobbit feet. Oh, yeah.
11, yeah, you're not getting them.
No, and they're wide AF. Same, everything is on me
You're
is generally
girthy.
wide. Yeah, I'm a wide boy.
Good. Next question. Who's Big Spoon? We did this last time.
Who's asked this?
This is Greg M. Lou 92.
Oh yeah, that's. Hold on. So Greg, if you're listening to these podcasts, that's my mate Greg. So if you're listening to them, you'd have known last week this already got answered. So
Yeah,
and the answer was Lex because I fidget, he stays more still.
All right, was that what we did?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Okay, cool. I'm cool with that.
No, hold on. Do we say big spoon or who said little spoon? I was going to
If
be
you're
big spoon.
fidget, you've got to be big.
Yeah,
because you're
I can turn away.
You can move away and do what you want.
Yeah, I move every couple of minutes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm a nightmare. Again, the ADHD doesn't stop even when I'm asleep. I'm still like, yeah.
Okay. What's your go-to recovery? Massage gun for me. Really good.
I need to get myself one of
They
them.
are very effective. I know there's a lot of them around, but honestly, they're all pretty legit. If you can get one for about 80 quid, it's going to be decent. Do not pay £300. I got Where's the box? It's somewhere in here. I got the Hypervolt one.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Hypervolt, yeah.
That is just as good as the 80 quid one that my mate got.
Yeah.
And it only has a year's warranty with it. So, and the ones that you get, they're 80 quid, have a year's warranty. So either way, even if you burn the motor out in the crap one, the Hypervolt the warranty is no longer.
Yeah.
So if the other one goes in under a year, and you could buy 3 for the same price as one Hypervolt, which is dumb. But great now, because you can get a massage gun for like 60 to 80 quid.
Yeah.
Well, you get them on 60 quid if you get them on a deal.
Yeah.
Definitely get one.
Yeah, for me, foam roll, little lacrosse ball or something else, just beating myself up with that. Just getting
simple,
in there.
cheap,
Very
good,
the
very
old,
effective.
The old school shit, yeah, nothing too fancy. Or having someone to give you a good old rub down.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Get a nice little lady to walk on your back.
Can you get massages at the moment?
No, definitely not.
Well, like physio. If you had an injury that would require physio.
The only massages going on right now have happy endings.
It's the best kind of massage.
They don't care about rules.
True.
Will you reply to me? That's not a question.
But look, it is. Reply to them saying no.
Also, can I say whilst we're doing that, the thing about questions, don't send me a message that says, can I ask you a question? 1, you just asked me a question. And 2, I'm not responding to you to waste my time to respond to say yes, ask. Just ask the question. There's no. If you're sending a message to somebody who's on social media, you're like, oh, that's a good noise. And you want to ask a question, just ask the question. You don't need to come in with the politeness. Just be like, yo, dude, and then ask the question. That is, honestly, you don't need to worry about being like, hey, how are you? How was your day? How's your left little toe feeling? Oh, that's good. I just wanted to say, and then getting your question, all of that time, because I'll sit and spend an hour or so going through messages and comments. I literally go on, read the question, answer it, next one, move, and do it. And I feel good, like, hamming out those questions. But if you just send me one saying hi, or can I ask you a question, I'm literally ignoring it because there's other people that have asked me actual questions directly, and I'm going to get on with those.
Well, that's good for me to know as well, because sometimes when I message somebody who's got like a bit more of a following, it'll all be in one message, but I'll say like, hi, blah, 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 love your content, thanks, keep doing what you're doing. That's then nice. Go straight into the question.
Straight in, on the same thread.
On the same message, yeah. So I'm not going to like wait for them to respond with
that's
like...
what I mean. What are you waiting for a reply for? Like, that's just, it's a waste of my time to reply to reply to that, to then have to, like, it ruins my groove.
Yeah, because I always feel if I just went straight in and only asked a question, I'd feel like that's a bit demanding. So I thought I like compliment them on the content, tell them that I like what they're doing, and then say, if you've got the time, what's your opinion on? Blah.
Just don't ask dumbass questions that are like the length, like what's the length of string kind of thing.
Yeah,
like when people come in and go, how do I lose fat? Dumbass question.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculously broad. That's like asking the meaning of life, like kind of thing. We know the answer to losing fat and not life, but you know what I'm saying?
No, but and the thing is as well, there's so much stuff that you could just Google. Like,
God, the amount of questions I get that are just Google. It take them less time to Google the goddamn answer than it would be to send. And that though is a generational thing of what we are breeding people now. Not breeding. We are training people. We're breeding them as well, but we are training people to not even have the self awareness to search for an answer themselves. They literally they know, I'll wait for them to tell me rather than go and learn it themselves. It's such a remedial way of living.
Yeah, especially with like you see it all the time where like people, especially if the person who's getting the question asked is a source of information, if they're very heavily focused on informative content or blah blah blah, look at their fucking back catalogue of things that they've done. Like, go onto their YouTube channel and search their name with the thing that you want to know more about, or their Instagram or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, do a bit of research, plus just ask and wait for them to regurgitate the same thing.
I don't mind redoing some videos because there are little updates you can put in, but essentially it's the same video. But I mean, that is kind of cool. You can do that because it lets me able to create some content that doesn't take too much thinking, and people are going to get it again because of the nature of now YouTube. Not really, it just shows what the fuck it wants anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So you know, if it's in that groove and you've already done a video, it's wise to do that groove again. But also, just type in, like, just for daft example, my beard styling.
Yeah.
People are like, will you do a beard styling video? Go on my YouTube, type in Lex Griffin beard.
Yeah.
There's like 6 videos.
Yeah.
Just,
will you do a beard styling video for me?
I will do another one, though, because I've got some new tricks and some new shavers.
Yeah.
and my brain will find it easy. And I've actually been growing my beard.
Yeah,
You see how it's a bit
I was
hefty.
gonna say you got more length.
Well, yeah, so I'm going to do a beard, cutting it. Yeah, and I needed to match your girthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact you got a bit of beard back.
Yeah, I just
Had to
haven't
point
had a
that
shave
out.
for a little bit.
Don't do it. Just line that up now.
The thing is,
You've gone
now-
too high here, though.
Yeah.
Underneath.
I literally
This
did
is
today
a
'cause I was
fatal
looking-
mistake. Underneath your chin.
Yeah.
So when you lift your head up there,
Yeah.
if you put...
It's because I'm getting jowly because I've got more body fat.
Yeah, but you're going to make yourself look like you've got jowls by having that bottom line so close towards your chin. That bottom... So underneath your chin, when you shave, you should only be shaving just like... So
The
you
neck.
get... Yeah, you get from your, like, Adam's apple, you go like 2 fingers up, and that's where you stop shaving. See how much more you've... So you've shaved like 1.5 centimetres, maybe an inch too far up.
Yeah.
So now what you're creating is a contrast halfway around your actual chin. It's cutting your chin in half, which is going to make you look jowly even though you're not. Yeah.
Well,
So for people that try to create a jawline with their beard, you're actually making yourself look double-chinned.
Right,
Stop
fair
doing
enough.
it.
I will.
Everyone
You've
who's
mentioned
listening,
it now,
stop
so I'm going
doing
to have to fucking shave because Emma's going to
No,
now
no,
know.
no, don't do it.
Yeah, but she'll moan now. But
No,
it's,
hang on.
Like she
Watch,
doesn't know.
watch.
She doesn't notice.
Emma, don't look at the beard. Yeah, sorted.
Who am I kidding? She ain't going to listen to this. She is enough of
She
my
does.
shit.
She replied to questions last week.
Yeah, she'll put some questions in, but she ain't going to listen to
As
me.
a drone comes past the window.
She's not going to listen to me for an hour and a half. Fucking hell, she has enough of that.
Yeah, it's good. She's quiet, like, oh, he's away.
Yeah,
Right.
best
okay.
night of the week forever.
Whoops. I've gone back the wrong way. Okay, where were we up to? What did we just do? Which one did we just do? Will you reply to me? That sent us off on a right. See, look, why will you reply to me? Sent us off on a double tangent.
Yeah, we've gone off for like 7 minutes on that.
Brilliant. What type of prices are we looking at for the reckless clothing? I love the fact that you guys are actually interested in the reckless clothing. Thank you very much. Price wise, I never like to price anything out of people's reach. You know how you get like some fuckwits that charge £100 for a t-shirt?
Yeah.
That is just pure and utter bouginess. in my opinion.
Kanye West did it, and it was like, and there was labels left in it, and it was a Gildan basic T-shirt with like a tiny print on, and it was like $150.
Just asshole
like,
move.
And you can buy the Gildans, and this is in like relatively small order quantities for like £3 a T-shirt or $3 a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%. No, it's not like that.
Ridiculous.
What I'm having made is custom made. I'm designing it from basically the paper. What do you call them? I always can't remember this. It's the cut of the shirt.
Paper cutout thing.
Yeah, but
I know
it's
what you're
it's got a name that's going to really bug me now because I should know this because I deal with them all the time. Anyway, so you basically you create the shape of your products using the like a paper
silhouette.
No.
Template.
Why are our brains so shit?
Don't lump me into this.
You're not helping.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it's called anyway.
Literally, 2 brains are not better than 1 right now.
Actually,
We are
I was about to say I
talking
don't
proof
own
of
a
that.
clothing brand, but technically I do.
Yeah, you do. You do clothes.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, but I don't fuck around with that. That's
Paper pattern. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
The paper pattern. So when you go, so I do it from there. So I like work from the paper pattern up, which means I deal with everything from the material to the stitching to the type of stitching to the actual cut of the garment and everything. Like I don't go and buy some shit off a rail and put a label on it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No. Yeah. So, but in keeping with that, I also don't want it to make it too pricey. Mm-hmm. So I want this to be something that people buy, but it needs to have its worth. Mm-hmm. So it's something that you don't want to throw away because it's worth enough to not throw away, but not too much for the normal person to be able to afford.
If you could categorise it in terms of like an existing brand, is it like All Saints? Are we?
No, because All Saints went too high price for their shit quality.
Are we like Zara? Are we?
No, not so
Zara's a little bit cheap.
T-shirts are going to basically be like 35.
Next,
30,
River Island.
No, above them.
Yeah.
In quality. So it's going to be like. There isn't really anything because everything I know is like niche brands.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about £35 for a t-shirt, but then like jumpers are going to be like 40 quid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're thick, good cotton quality. You know what I mean? All pre-shrunk and custom picked. Like there's literally, I got people going to markets looking at fabrics, sending me the fabrics, and me picking them. You know what I mean? It's nothing off a shelf.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Jeans are going to be like. I think in like kind of somewhere between, depending on the denim we're using, the weight of the denim, we're going to try and use like Japanese denim and stuff like that, real heavyweight stuff.
Yeah.
But we're trying to create modern styles of this. So it's like heavyweight denim is, you can't move in it.
Yeah.
If you get the proper stuff. Like, so that's kind of like the way I want to design things with a bit of a drop crotch. You can't have that just heavyweight denim. You've got to have a bit of stretch in there.
Yeah.
So it's working out what denim we can use with a blend and create our own blend. So a lot of times we have to create a material. They will make it for you, but then you're paying for that.
Yes.
But I don't want to pass that on. So I want to try and
Get that sweet spot where you find.
yeah. So jeans are probably going to be like, I don't know, 55 to 65 or something like that.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But these things will live an adventure with you.
Yeah.
And last years.
Yeah,
years
you get
and
a full
years.
life out of them.
Yeah.
Like, I found there was a time period where River Island stuff seemed to be really good, and then all of a sudden their quality went
Their stuff
terrible.
was really heavyweight for a while, wasn't it?
And everything now, I don't buy anything from River Island anymore because their price stayed the same. So you're still going to be paying 45 to 60 quid for a pair of jeans, and I will get a year out of them at best.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm wearing them every day. It might
Because
be
if you
like,
think now, Levi's are £120 for an average pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Easy. £100, that's the average, minimum, base minimum.
good quality jeans are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Like,
And they use like Japanese salvage and stuff like that, they call it, don't they? Denim and things. And that's what I wear. That's what these are. They're really nice. But the idea of these is you... here's a handy hint. Not handy hint. A little nugget of knowledge. That I was watching a documentary on Levi's, and the guy who specialises in all their, like, they call it crafted wear, which is all their specialised denims. You're not actually supposed to wash your jeans.
oh, really?
No, yeah. You're not supposed to put them in a machine and wash them. You're supposed to just wear them. And if you get dirt on them, it's just hand clean it with just get that dirt off that area.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to leave the denim to just develop over time with you.
Wow.
Yeah. Because then it molds to you, and you get all the wear and the like patina on the denim. Every piece will be unique.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what I want to create.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with the clothing. That's my level of it.
I've seen some of these samples and they are fucking sick. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, it's just a matter of being able to get them made to the kind of the small details.
I've seen
I
like
want.
V1 of the sample.
These are V1s, yeah. Well, I think we'll end up with a version 4 will be a releasable version.
Yeah. They're already sick, but like you explained the reasons why you want to tweak them and it makes sense. Yeah. It's like stuff that probably the level of detail's not as easy for me to see because that's not what I'm into. But like when you explain it to me, like, right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's just when you put it on, it'll fit right. You might not know why, but it's going to fit right.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Me too, mate. Yeah. That was cool. It's a journey, though. It's a journey, mate. It's so many twists and turns as you go along.
All the businesses.
What always annoys me with businesses when you go into and you rely on other people to do something is the dishonesty that becomes apparent. Like you go in and then everyone's like, yeah, this, and that, and the other, and then inevitably there's that the point where they try and just diddle you over a little bit.
Yeah.
And it always happens, no matter what you do, no matter how upfront you are, nothing. There'll always be that moment where you get the thing back and you go, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, we've had this problem so many times through BCB, and now we get everything in writing. Everything. If anything is said, if over the phone, I will be asking them to send us an email with this to confirm it. I will not have anything verbally anymore. We've been fucked over too many times like that.
Yep.
So if it's in writing, it's provable. You can pull it back up, and then it's still not. It's not like it's in a contract, but then it's so much harder. It's so much harder to dispute that. So
and it's just a weird thing because like people will try and like on an order of something like you know if a piece goes from like a £22 base level to suddenly £28 base level. It doesn't sound like it's a big difference, but when you're ordering 300 or 400 pieces, then they're making like what, a couple £100 on top of you for no reason. I'm like, are you really that short-sighted that you want to make a couple £100 in one transaction and not get that person back again?
Yeah.
And it's just every time you deal with anything that involves having something created, that seems to be the issue. There'll always be a point. I had one where we went to a British company because I was adamant I wanted, let's try and support a British firm, a local, small British thing as well. Talked to them and everything. Went down to the bloody the actual place where they make the clothing. Saw their shop. Saw how everything was made. Loved it. Came to a verbal deal with them. In writing, a week later, prices literally doubled. I was like, why did you waste 2 days of my time?
Yeah.
Say all these things and then come back with literally nothing that we agreed.
Yeah.
Like, but why even bother? What do you think I'm going to do? Just go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just, ugh.
Like negotiating or stuff like that. Some people find it uncomfortable, but then and then they'll just slither in over email or whatever else, and they'll.
Do you know what it is? It's short-sightedness.
Yeah.
They're trying to get something in the moment rather than looking ahead as to what could be potential. And that can be I've seen this in many people's personalities, and you'll see these. And if you have them as friends, you need to get rid of them. They're the type of people that will tread on anyone to just get the thing that they want in that moment of time.
Yeah.
And they don't think about consequences ahead after that moment. So, like, a prime example. Now I'm going to use one that I'm going to have Karen's crazy, but it's the only thing I can think of because it's a personal experience. Say a girl wanting, excuse me, a girl has a nice handbag, another girl wants to use it, but it's an expensive handbag or something.
Yeah.
And they don't want them to use it, but they will take it anyway to use it for one night out.
Yeah.
And something will happen to it.
Yeah.
And then they'll just give it back and be like, they took it without consent, used it, got their picture or bullshit, whatever they wanted with it, and then it got damaged or something happened, and now their relationship. But they had that one moment to get that one picture.
Yeah.
And I've literally lived through an actual moment like that, and I was like, what is wrong with you as a human?
Yeah.
Like, one, that's somebody else's thing that they cherish and is nice to them, and you wanted it for a single moment where if they've worked for that thing. So if you have somebody like that in your life that does things like that, they have no care for you, what you've done to get what you want, and that they're damaging.
Yeah.
And that you should just get rid of them out of your life. And I'm going to say it's really harsh now, even if that's a family member, put them to fucking rights.
Yeah.
And if they don't back up and say sorry or do whatever, I've not spoken to family members of mine sometimes for a couple of years until things got reconciled properly and both apologies were said either side.
Yeah.
And the relationships have never been stronger since.
Yeah. Yeah. I think just because of them being family has, in my opinion anyway, like, has fuck all to do with it. And there's obviously blood is thicker than water, that whole thing, but I do not believe in that at all. You can choose your friends, you can't choose your family. So just because they're related to you really has absolutely no relevance whether you should like them, get on with them, spend time with them. It's more about the actions, not the fucking bloodline. That's completely random bullshit.
The fact that you're related does not give you carte blanche to act as you please and expect
that.
Yeah,
good use of that, right?
Yeah. And it doesn't give you that right to act as you please and expect forgiveness for doing something terrible. It's not how it works. Because you will, like, I have friends who I would help bury a body. You know what I mean? They're that close to me. Again, nothing we say on this podcast is true. I have buried.
Don't check Lex's back garden.
No, don't check my uneven patio. But you know what I mean? When you're that close to a guy, if they came to you in that utter need, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You contemplate it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. The blood thing, what thing? No. Yeah. So stand by, what's right, what's wrong, and don't be afraid to just fucking gut people from your life. It sometimes can be the healthiest thing that you'll do. But also give them that chance before you do it.
Of course,
be upfront with them and give them that chance to just repent and not do it again. But if they do that, if they say sorry and whatever, and they sit down there, I understand, show them your side, don't raise your voice. In fact, in any conflict, don't raise your voice. Never raise your voice, because all you're doing then is creating a tone of anger that actually doesn't get anything done. If you stay really calm, cool, collected, you actually end up driving the other person into digging their own grave. A lot of the time, they'll trip themselves up and end up.
Yeah, just make that confrontation. A lot of people are really uncomfortable with confrontation, and I think that's, like, there is a level where confrontation is actually a really helpful thing.
You have to face it every day at some point, don't you? Usually,
well, people don't. Some people just, like,
shy away from it.
Yeah, and I think getting comfortable, or getting more comfortable than you currently are with confrontation. For me, when I started doing that, now I kind of find confrontation sometimes oddly satisfying because I'm much more comfortable with it now.
Because you're able to stay calmer in the situation.
And you watch other people scream.
And you start to get fiery. And the more they shout, the more they're losing their place.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like a lot of people link confrontation with anger or aggression. That's not. Confrontation is just when there's a disagreement of ideas.
Yeah.
And that ends up being a physical thing because people don't know how to deal with the anger side of stuff.
Yeah.
But, stay calm. And here's a really good trick. Let other people talk. Say less, listen more. You will come out on top way more often.
I think that applies to most things in life.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. We've tangented massively.
Yeah, we love a good tangent.
What was the question?
I have no idea, mate.
It was completely...
Prices of my clothing line.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck, sorry, man.
Right, here we go. We only did quick fire for the 5 minutes, though. Now we're just on normalities.
Yeah.
How long we got left?
We got 8 minutes and 8 seconds.
From a whole 90-minute podcast? Really?
Yeah, mate.
Holy crap.
This is flown.
Wow. Okay, well, let's back into quick fire then.
Yeah.
Lightning round. Hang on. Lightning round.
We need some proper sound effects.
Yeah, we need some springs on
You
the
need to bring your guitar up.
Yeah, hey,
Play a little riff.
Did my little get my learnings in. I can now do 4 chords.
Good lad.
Yeah, I know. It's really satisfying. Yeah. Although how people remember entire songs is still beyond me. But here we go. Okay, we're back. Can you make more fitness vids with no equipment and also more vids with one dumbbell? Yes.
Oh, check out Black Country Barbell's page, because I did some with literally an empty bag that you can buy, so you can do that with like a bag for life. And I've gone through like a whole exercise library of things that you can do with.
What, using just a carry bag?
Yeah, literally just a bag.
Nice.
So yeah, check out that. And we've got a few others.
Going to go down to Barbell and film some home workout stuff, because you're allowed to do that in COVID.
Yes.
I'm going to go down there and do that so that you guys have more of that available as well. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What was the initial push to make you become who you are today? Simple. I hate working for the people.
I think we kind of touched on this last week, didn't we?
You either have like if you want to work for yourself, it's an internal feeling that you constantly get that you are never happy working for other people, and you realize that you're only going to be happy doing your own thing your way. And if you don't have that and you're happy with it, that's absolutely fine. Many people have huge successful careers just climbing the ladder and being in the network and the framework of things.
Some people suit that way better.
Yeah,
There's a very unique type of characteristic.
Yeah. It's a skill set on its own, because I actually can't fit to that framework, which is so I would be unsuccessful in that environment.
Yeah, me too. Generally, in most situations like that, I would be unsuccessful as well. So yeah, I think that's more directed to you anyway, isn't it? That question.
I don't know, no, because you're an entrepreneur with your. Didn't even say the word then. You're entrepreneurial. I think the old 38% volume is kicking in there a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
Mine's the same reason as Lex. So I don't work well for other people. I like to do my own thing. I have a very strong vision of how I do things, and I like to follow that. If
you question people's leadership a lot, I think it's because you need to be the leader.
Yeah.
That's a good sign that you have that in you.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, like even when I was a bit younger, like with groups, a lot of the time people would end up deferring to me, so I would end up like not deliberately taking control of the situation.
No, but
that'd naturally happen sometimes.
You'd naturally just come out with the right, we're going to do this.
So I think just of that happening over and over again, then I just started to get used to kind of planning what was happening. So yeah. What did yours go so wide then?
So many more questions.
We've got a lot.
Yeah. Okay. What's your guys' favourite car and why? What's the initial one that jumps straight to your brain? Mine's that the Lamborghini. Is it Countach? The original one with all the crazy lines and angles.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently a horrible car to drive. It just looks amazing.
I'd say for me, Hellcat, Dodge Hellcat.
Really?
Yeah. I think they're fucking.
What, the modern one or the original one?
Yeah, the modern.
Huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said that with you.
Yeah, really fancy it. I do like some of the I can't remember what Mustang GT is like in like 82, whatever the one came out like early 80s.
Mine is that
model.
The Corvette, the Stingray. You know, the original one with the lines? That's always one I go back to.
Nice.
It's just that in England they're impossible to run.
Yeah.
So
it was whatever the Mustang that Vin Diesel had in the first Triple X.
Oh, that's a beast.
Mustang GT, and I'm sure it was like 1982.
I love that whole style of car. All of those muscle
just
cars.
A real American muscle car, meaty, just grunt.
So talky, it twists its own chassis off the line.
Yeah, literally will like tear itself apart. Is that powerful?
I've been in one of those. My mate got one of them, and I want to say it was a Dodge or something, but I don't know. It was the crazy supercharged red thing. Giant red thing with pointy nose. It has slight point on its nose. Mustang.
It's
not Mustang.
It's a
Dodge. I'm pretty sure it's a Dodge.
I think there's a Corvette that's like that. Most of the Corvettes come to a bit more of a taper.
It was like.
Was it Corvette?
It was like being inside a tantrum.
Yeah.
It just was savage. It wanted to just go, and the raw power, because there's no turbo on it. It was just like a 6-litre beast.
Yeah.
Oh my! I've never been anything that wanted to just squirrel around corners so much in my life, and he did. He drifted it around corners. And we're talking like going around a small town. He was just drifting it around corners. Amazing. So yeah, cool. Muscle cars, I think, is the way to go. Right. Don't change how you are. It's still you. That's just a statement, but a good one. Thanks for that one.
Cool.
Yeah. Your boots. No, we've done a boots. Wow, 2 boots questions in one. Well, what's your favourite pair of boots?
I love Timberland.
You have your Timberlands?
Yeah.
I love my Carhartt logger boots. They're brilliant because they just look sick, but they have a steel shank through the sole. They're fully waterproof and thermal lined.
That's pretty
They're
sick.
just a technical wonder.
Yeah.
End of the pandemic, will you cut your hair, beard yourself, or do you miss the professional experience? Do you miss going to the barbers pretty much?
No, I'm going to carry on growing my hair out for a little while.
Do you know what? I don't miss it either. I miss chatting to the guys.
Yeah.
But because my hair is just growing at the moment, when I was going to the barbers, I was literally only going there for the chats anyway.
Yeah.
And the only guy I'd let do my beard is Harris, and he's up north.
Yeah.
And
you see the family,
it's
maybe.
so far to go up. If I go up, I will have it done by him, but he's moving to Turkey, so after that, it's just going to be me doing it because I don't trust anyone. He's the only guy I trust.
Go on holiday to Turkey just to get your.
I am going out. Yeah, I'm going to go out for like 3 weeks.
Mate, you're an influencer. You're allowed to do that shit.
Yeah.
I've gone to Turkey to get
We're
my
going to
hair
Turkey
cut.
to make you feel better, so you can see sunshine and beaches. Look what there is to
We've
look
got 2
forward
minutes,
to.
mate. Come on, let's go.
2 minutes, that's it.
Quick fire.
Nothing wanted to ask, just to meet you, big fan. Cool. I'll see you in my bushes.
Yeah. Yeah. Or come down Black Country Barbell.
Yes, there you go. They're going to be.
We should do a meet and greet there.
Yes, 100%. Let's do that.
Yeah,
when
meet and
we
greet.
reopen, definitely. Love the podcast. What did you think of Game of Thrones season 8? Bag of shit.
Yeah,
Terrible.
massive
Needed
disappointment.
3 more episodes. And I don't know why they didn't bother doing it.
I know. Felt so rushed.
I'm Japanese. I like your body and hairstyle. Again, statement. Thanks very much. I don't get it. Best way to detox or clear your system.
Detox teas.
The best way to detox your system. You can fast for 24 hours. I find that really, really good. Also, I fast until midday and then stop eating. Although, warm tap water and a hose pipe up your bum.
Yep. Or a bottle of beer up your bum, as Steve-O did, I think.
What's your chest measurement? Mine is around about 44 inches.
I have no fucking clue.
No clue. You're a burglar who steals items that cause minor inconvenience. What do you steal? All the plugs from your electrical items.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Shit.
Go.
Oh God, that's the perfect thing. I don't know.
Just steal all the forks. That's a good one. They can't eat anything.
I'm not going to steal anything.
Shoelaces.
I'm not going to steal anything. I'm going to drill a hole in every cup that you own.
Importance of putting out content online when building a fitness business. Everything is boosted from you being consistent. So do it.
We got one more, literally 30 seconds.
Okay. Weirdest thing you saw in the gym?
Oh God,
That's a big question. I saw a guy who would transition from doing lightsaber stuff with a wooden pole that you used to do ad twists to just literally swinging on a climbing rope for no apparent reason in twisty motions.
There was one, a guy and a girl partners. They would be excessively romantic with each other in minimal clothing, and it was really uncomfortable. Right, 30 seconds.
That is a horrendous thing to do in the gym. If you are a couple in the gym, do not spend time kissing. All the alarms are going off.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. The camera's finished. There's a blackout on YouTube. The alarms are going off. It's a sign that we're done, and we're going to go carry on drinking this twin fin rum for the rest of the evening. Enjoy a good movie.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's not a goodbye.
It's a toodle pip.
It's a toodle pip.
Toodle pip.